Ladies and gentlemen, there's a new Jonny on late night. DAC TV presents Go to Bed with Jonny. And here he is, that beautiful piece of man. That is Jonny Thomas Appleseed.
Oh my gosh. It's so good to see all of you guys. I'm so glad you're here. Oh my goodness, here we are. This is the very first episode of Go to Bed with Jonny. Yes, I know how that sounds. And that's what we meant to do. You know, I once heard about this late night host, and his name was Jonny. He had a pretty good run, but I think my run will be faster, better, and a lot more entertaining. Here on this show, we're going to be talking about all things pop culture. We're going to be talking about all the things that are happening in the world. This is where you're going to find your updates on all your favorite celebrities, all of the gossip. You're gonna have some laughs. You're gonna look at this beautiful piece of man on your screen and have a great time while doing it. So, let us get started with our first segment of the evening. This is Broken News. We're gonna start off with a story that's a little violent. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is not a happy story. Rumors broke out that this past week at BravoCon, that is a convention for all of the stars of the Bravo network. You know, your Real Housewives, your other things, your Andy Cohens, whatever. Yeah, rumors started swirling that certain housewives got into a very violent fight. Oh my goodness, I'm talking about Teddi Mellencamp, you know her. She's the daughter of one John Cougar Mellencamp, minus the Cougar, plus the Mellencamp. And Teddi fought Samantha Bush at this event, allegedly, supposedly. Turns out though, this clip surfaced on the Twitter sphere. All the people were chirping about it on Twitter. All those little birds out there, yeah. Tweet, yeah. Anywho, this video broke out and the fight was very violent. There was a lot of hair pulling, there were girls being thrown around. I mean, I'm all for a girl fight, but only when it's in that song, you know? It's about to be a girl fight. Is that an actual song or did I make that up? I think that's a song. No, but it turns out that this was completely false. Teddi and Samantha did not get in a fight, though it would have been very good for a new season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm just saying. It would have been very entertaining. I would definitely watch that. And I don't watch Housewives, but I would for that, because holy crap, that's wild. Last time I saw a fight like that, never mind. Nickelodeon and childhood star Josh Peck welcomed his second baby boy into the world with his wife, Paige O'Brien. It's so exciting, you know? They do make very cute babies, I will not lie. And I really like Josh Peck. I really do. I think he's really great. Yeah. So congratulations to Josh and Paige. I'm so happy for you guys. I mean, your world just got a little bit bigger. So, and your baby just popped out and said, "Hello, I'm here, time to party." Yeah. In other news, do you guys remember a certain Pilot Pete? That's right, Pilot Pete from, you know, The Bachelor. Yeah. So, get this. Peter Weber, Pilot Pete, also known aka Pilot Pete, Peter Weber, same person. Don't get it confused, don't get it twisted, okay? Peter Weber and Kelly Flanagan Yep, Kelly Flanagan, yep. They have relaunched their relationship after breaking up 2 years ago. See, they met on The Bachelor. They were together, and then that made him not a bachelor, and then he was a bachelor again because they broke up. Because Pilot Pete isn't the smartest human, if I remember right from his season. I think I disliked him very much, and he really annoyed me. Yeah. But anyways, they've publicly relaunched their relationship, posting a photo of them together. And, you know, Pete is holding her in his arms. And, yeah, so they said, hey, we're getting back together. We brought the love back. Yeah, yeah. So that's great for them. I mean, hopefully this works out for them this time. If not, they can break up and then get back together, and maybe third time's the charm. Yeah. Was Pilot Pete the season with one of the Hannahs? Was there a Hannah on that season? I feel like there's a Hannah on every season. It's a very popular name, Hannah. Yeah. Have you ever met a Hannah? I know a couple Hannahs. Yeah. Okay, and now we're gonna move on to our next segment of the show. We like to call this one Hyper Headlines. These are gonna be really quick, fast facts for you. Things that are going on out there in the world. So let's get right into it. Tom Brady and wife Giselle, they split, maybe, question mark, allegedly, supposedly, who knows, is their relationship canceled? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Tom was spotted going to an event or a wedding or something by himself. So Giselle did not want to be there with him. For all you Swifties out there, Taylor Swift has a new album coming soon called Midnight. Yes, Taylor's putting out new music, and I think everybody's very excited for it. You know, I don't really care either way personally, but yeah, that's great for Taylor. Joshua Bassett Hound, you know him? Yeah, we know him and his split with Olivia. Well, that drama's coming back because Josh is just posting some very petty TikToks, maybe? Question mark. Are they petty? I don't know. They're kind of funny. He did my soulmate's initial is, and then an O popped up on the screen, and he quickly clicked again and said my whatever his initial is, and then yeah, there was like a Q, and people were like, oh my gosh, he did not just post this. Did he really post this? But he's promoting new music right now, so it's a good way to do it. And then sad news. Robbie Coltrane has passed away. You may know him as Hagrid from the Harry Potter movies. Yeah, everybody loved Hagrid. Hagrid was such a good guy. I wish I had Hagrid in my life, you know. I need a big hairy man who just takes me in and just, you know, appreciates me for who I am and sees the good in me. Really, and just like wants me to be safe and happy. Yeah, like Harry. Harry had his hairy man, Hagrid, and yeah, we're very sad to see the news of Robbie passing. He will be missed, and I hope he rests in peace. And moving into our final segment of the show, this is yesterday's news today. These are all things that were in the headlines way back when, in another time of life, when life was simple and there was no COVID running rampant in the streets and people were happier and, you know, you could get gas for like $0.25 a gallon. Like, life was so simple back then, and now it's just, I don't even know what's going on out there. I don't go outside. It's scary. It's a scary, scary place. We're gonna start back in 1963. Back in 1963, have you ever heard of the band The Beatles? If you haven't, where have you been living? Under a rock? The Beatles record, I Wanna Hold Your Hand, came out. They recorded it at EMI Studios in London, and that song was pretty big. I bet you know it. And if you watched a previous show that I was on, the Jonny and Gina show, you would have heard my rendition of that song, which is I Wanna Hold Your Hand, Imelda Hyde. That's my ex-lover, Imelda Hyde. Yeah, she also sadly passed on. Yeah. I still think about it every day. She was a very special woman, that Imelda Hyde. Now we're gonna move back even a little bit further and move to 1957. What was happening in the 50s? Really? You know, you got greasers out there, you got John Travolta singing about cars. That was the 50s, right? The movie came out in the 70s, though. Does it take place in the 50s? What year did that movie come out? What was happening in the 50s? Diners? Yeah. But no, something else was happening in the 50s. There was a musical film that came out called Jailhouse Rock, starring a very famous musician. Some would call him the king of rock and roll. This was Elvis Presley. Now, Elvis just recently had a movie come out as well, which is interesting because his movie Elvis came out this year, but he wasn't in it. But he was in Jailhouse Rock, which premiered in 1957 on this day in Memphis, Tennessee. So that was pretty cool. That's where he's from, you know, Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah, I've seen his home there, the Graceland. Yeah, it's pretty. It's a pretty house, honestly. I should see if they're looking for a new buyer. I would buy it. Yeah. And then we're gonna move forward to 2005 when this guy who thinks he's some fancy late night host, Stephen Colbert, started his show, The Colbert Report. The Colbert Report. That's not easy to say. I'm not gonna lie to you, Stephen. But yeah, that first aired on this day in 2005. How crazy is that? On US television, they put that guy up there. Now, we got me on the internet. I really hope I get to have guests on this show like Stephen Colbert has on his, you know. I'm a lot more funny than that guy. Better looking too, if I do say so myself. But he made out with Helen Mirren on his show, so I don't think I would want to make out with Helen Mirren. I'm not gonna lie. She's great, but not really my type. Yeah. Kind of reminds me too much of my ex-lover, Imelda Hyde. Yeah. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. I absolutely love seeing y'all again. It's been so long, and I know you've missed me. I've missed you. But before we go, we better check what is in my drawers. Oh! Well, that just makes sense, doesn't it? Here we go. You see that? That there is a People tribute to one and only Mr. Johnny Carson. He died in 2005. Yeah, Johnny. He walked so that my show could run, you know? He is a late night legend, and thanks to him, I have a show now. I do great things. A good quote from Johnny is, "I'm one of the lucky people in the world. I found something that I've always wanted to do, and I've enjoyed every single minute of it." And Johnny, I could not agree more. Oh my gosh, would you look at this man through the years? He's a good-looking man. He really is. He's a good-looking man. But move over, Johnny. Sorry, there's a new Johnny in town. New Johnny on late night right here. It's me, Johnny Thomas Appleseed. And anyone who tries to stop me and stop my show and tell me that it's not good, you will be canceled at the hands of Johnny Thomas Appleseed. And you don't want that heat coming down your lane. I'll tell you that much. I will end your career faster than it started. And some of you are nepotism babies, and you were given all that fame and fortune from birth, just being lucky to be alive, just lucky that your parents decided to go to bed together that night, and then a few months later you popped out. Sorry guys, I got really angry there. I don't know what took over my body, but... Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I can't wait to see you again. We're gonna make some awesome memories. We're gonna have some laughs. And, as always, I'm Johnny, and this has been Go to Bed with Johnny. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!